Here we are. We're live. Hi, everybody. Okay, it took a minute or two. I was sitting here for a while, like hit the go live button, and it wasn't going, and that kind of scared me because I know there's been some storms going on out there, and I was afraid it blew out the internet. But so far, not. I hope it didn't blow out your internet, and I hope you're going to be joining me soon. I have a ton of stuff to tell you about, and I have three cards ready to go, and I hope we can get to all three of them. I tried to do a lot with it. Hey, Brenda, how are you? So, let me start out with Connie. How are you doing? There you are. Let's see who else. Carol. Hi, Carol. I feel like I've been away for so long, and it's only been a week, right? I missed 1 week. And hopefully that won't happen too often anymore. um, I had a little minor surgery done, and I was kind of out of it a little bit last week, and had more done Monday, but I'm feeling a lot better today. So I'm laying low, not doing a whole lot. But hi, Linda. But I am feeling better, and so I thought, oh, what the heck, I'm going to do this. And I did spend time up here in my stamp room yesterday, and my faithful marketing manager, Joey. Yeah, Brenda, I'm much better. Joey has been by my side through thick and thin in the last couple of days, and my wonderful husband has been too. So, in fact, Joey left me now. He's not here now. I guess he figured you guys would take over for him. So, hey. Okay, I have a whole bunch of notes here for things I want to tell you about. First, and I'm going to go through these as quick as I can. Warnersville Library, everything has switched from Robisonia to Warnersville. Um, I'm going to be doing the first Wednesday of the month from 5 to 7 at night, the fourth Wednesday of the month, which is July 24th, from 1 to 3. Um, 1 o'clock, it's going to start. When it gets over, it gets over. If it goes past 3, it's okay. But if you want to get out of there by 3, we can do that too. So we're pretty much set with that. Oh, Joey's a doll. He is. He is. Mini catalogs are coming up. Yes, believe it or not. Now, they won't be out until, well, August, September ish. I guess August, I think they come out. The thing is, I have to place an order for the mailing and for my catalogs and stuff in July. And so if you have ordered from me in the last like 6 months or so, you will be getting a catalog. People that I see normally, like the people that come to the library and stuff like that, I'm going to get the catalog shipped to me and get them to you because I find that you get them quicker that way. But people that I don't see on a regular basis, I will get them out in the mail to you. Okay, that's the mini catalog. Now, bonus days is coming up. What the heck is bonus days? I forgot all about this. But the whole month of July, if you use every $50 you spend, you get a coupon for $5. And you hold that coupon until August, and then you get $5 off your order. So if you spend 100, you get $10. If you spend 150, you get 15, and so on and so forth. And all of those coupons are good in August. Okay, that's bonus days. Let's see. There's some two new kits out, and there are some new online exclusives. And I'm going to show you these in bits and dribbles. I'm never much for online exclusives, but some of these are pretty good, so I couldn't resist. Okay. Christmas stuff and Halloween stuff is coming out already. So, this is one of the best Christmas ones that I saw. It is called Greetings of the Season, and it has all kinds of sentiments. So I think it's a really nice stamp set. So you might want to look for that. There's two Christmassy papers. I'm going to show you those later. We're going to do a Christmas in July at some point where I will make some Christmas cards with some of these online exclusives. So I'm not going to show them all to you tonight because you'll see them when I do the stuff with them. But this was one of the other ones. Now, this, I'll tell you what, when I looked at this, I thought, yeah, that's not impressive. It's called Changing Leaves. It is photopolymer, I guess that's called. Yeah. Okay. By itself, it's not very impressive. However, this is one of those hybrid embossing folders, which means that it has an embossing folder and a die all together. Like it's an embossing folder you can emboss with, just emboss. It has a die that you can use to just cut. You could stamp this image and you could then take the paper and put it in here. It would emboss it and cut it all in one roll through. So they're pretty cool. They really are. And I will be showing you that as we go. But I just wanted to give you a little taste of what's coming up just so you could see it and say, maybe I might want that. There's one Halloween set that's out right now with the online, or it's coming out with the online exclusives. Those will all be released. Hi, Susie. It's good to see you too. I don't see you, but I hear from you. um, the online exclusives are going to be available starting in July. And so you might want to just take a look at them online because they are pretty, some of them are pretty decent looking. And the only other thing that I want to tell you about is this past week, Stampin' Up! For demonstrators had a thing called Creativity Now. And they featured, so I know a bunch of you saw these already, and I apologize, but I just want to show them to some of the other people. We use this Winterly Treetop stamp set, which kind of to me, as soon as I saw it, I thought it was Christmassy. It's a bundle. It has the stamp set and the dies. It also has some pretty nice paper with it, um, which I am not going to show you at the moment. I might use it later, but you're going to see some of the things. Like this was two of the cards that I made during the Creativity Now. Now, they showed us these people, there were demonstrators on showing us how to do these. And I thought they came out kind of cute. I thought it was a really good program. These are my favorite. I love these. I really thought these were cool. Um, because this die is the whole border die. And I'm going to show you something else with that. Isn't that neat? Then you cut out the bird and the wreath and colored it. This is with pencils. This is all colored pencils. I know, Carol, you like doing that. So these two are colored pencils. These I did with blends. And then here's something else that's cool. This one, after you cut out this border, there was a whole thing inside, a negative, and that went here. And you took your blending brush and went around it and then moved it and did it again. And that's how you got that border on this one. So the border is all just ink. And so there's those two. Again, pencils. So that was fun. It was a nice little getaway at home kind of thing. So that's what I have been up to. Now, I'm going to flip me out of the picture and go to a full screen because I have one more thing I want to show you, but I want to actually show you this on my desktop. Um, there's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator named Mary Fish. She has a website called Stampin' Pretty. And she does 1 minute, wow, 1 minute to wow videos. Okay, so they are 1 minute long videos, and some of them are really, really good. And her most recent one, she did the coolest thing, which, and this is just an organization tip. This is nothing. This is not a stamping thing or anything. You take your stamp set, and it comes like this. It comes in a rubber piece of rubber, like that. Okay. So you pull it off of the rubber. You pull all your stamps off the rubber, and then you pull this backing off. And then you take your backing, the new backing that you're sticking on. And that's here. We'll do both of these right away. Okay, and you stick this on like so. Now, first of all, and Susie, I know you have commented about this, and I really didn't know what to tell you, but she addressed this. The fact that the new backing is really sticky. So she said, first thing you do, you pull it off, stick it, stick it, stick it. Okay, so that gets some of the stickiness off of it. Now, I have heard other demonstrators say they just stick it to their jeans or whatever. Hey, Karen, hi. They just stick it to their pants or their jeans or whatever they have on, and that helps to take it away. You want to take a little bit of this stickiness away because it sticks in the stamp case, and it sticks too much to your blocks, and then the backing comes off, and the stamps actually come apart, and we don't like that. So do that a couple of times in your case just to get the stickiness off. But then, and here is the cool tip. So you have your stamps. You have this piece that shows all your stamps. Now, I'm telling you this because what I used to do is I used to keep this rubber and put it back down here in my stamp case, and I would put all my stamps, try to fit them back in here. Let me tell you something. Oh, that really, am I still on? Okay. That really gets to be a pain in the neck after a while, trying to stick them back in here. So pitch the rubber. Take this, take your case, open it up back here, slide that in there. Now you can see exactly where your stamps should be. And so you can always tell whether or not you have all your stamps. Are you guys getting a lot of feedback? Because I am all of a sudden. Okay, that should be better, I think. I moved it. I think that'll be better. Okay. So I'm going to do this. Oh, I didn't stick and unstick these. So now I know I have all my stamps because they're all in those slots. And if you don't like, see, I like being able to look at my stamps on the back. Like, I like being able to turn this around and looking at the back. So what I did with that stamp set, I did the exact same thing, except I put the thing on this side, put my stamps on this side. There's no reason they have to be on this side, and closed it up. So now I know my stamps are here because all these spaces are filled in. Okay. I know I have all my stamps in here, and I can see them from the back. So either way, this way you can't see them. You can just see the outlines. So there, but you know they're all there. So you can do it that way, or you can slide it down in the back here and put them all in there. So I thought that was a terrific tip, and that's why I wanted to pass it on to you all. Now let's get down to doing stuff. I have 3 cards, and I knew I had a lot to talk about, so I tried to um, I tried to get as much done ahead of time so that I you wouldn't have to sit here and watch me color and stuff like that. But we're going to use the hearts and hugs, and we're going to use designer series paper. We're using the in colors, and these are cards that I got from a Rhonda Wade workshop. Rhonda Wade is another demonstrator that does some really cool uh, classes and workshops and things. And I like to, I mean, she does it so that you can, as a demonstrator, get ideas and run with them. And so, I do what she does in the classes and change them around a little bit, change them up, do a little bit of my own stuff. But this Hearts and Hugs, I don't know that this is one I would have bought, but I'm glad I did because it's really sweet. It's cute. And it's one that you could use. You don't necessarily have to use it for kids, but it would be a cute one for kids too. So, either way. Oh, guess what I didn't do? Peel away the backing and adhere to the inside of the stamp case. That way you can see the stamps. Peel away the backing. Oops. Let me see if I know what you're saying. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you could. Oh, Susie, you are onto something. Look at this. Peel this off. Stick that whole thing down right there. Then you just have your the sticky thing down here. Boy, that's a good idea. Wow. And then you can stick your stamps where they were in the first place. And I'll tell you what, that messing around with them and fudging them around and stuff really makes a difference. It really, really does. Because I was finding that I was tearing apart some of my stamps as I was pulling them up off the blocks. Um, they were just coming apart here. There you go. Look at that, Susie. That's a great idea. Perfect. That is how I'm going to do it from now on. Love it. Okay, now let's get moving on here. A name. I'm going to pull a name right now. Barb. I have Barb's name. And Barb has been. Susie, proud of yourself. You should be proud of yourself. Thought of that all by yourself. Barb has been jumping on during the week and saying hi and watching the video. Um, and so and she always comments, she always tells me that she was watching. So she gets the card tonight. And to everybody, thank you for watching. I think I shared with you last week that Facebook is now getting funky about their oh yes, Brenda, your grandsons. I'll tell you, yeah, kids would like this. Um Facebook has decided that you have to have at least 100 followers and be on for 6 months before they will allow you to do lives anymore. So I do have 100 followers. I have a little over 100, and I have been on for more than 6 months. Of course, one of those followers is one of those cowboy guys that come on and say, "Hi there, darling. I just think you're the cutest thing." You know how that is. Um, but I let him on because, I let him stay on as a follower because if I keep 100 followers, I can keep doing lives. So make sure you share. I saw Brenda was sharing my site with her friends. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So share my hi Jane. I didn't see you. You snuck in there. Um, share, share away, share with people. Okay, hearts and hugs. Let's go. These cards are cute. They really are cute. First one. I mean, who would think that I don't even know what those animals are. But who would think they'd be cute? Come on. But they are. Aren't they cute? Just look at that. Okay, so what we're going to do to make this is a pretty easy card. I have the measurements here. We're going to start with a white card base. Regular, all the regular sizes. 8.5 by 5.5, four and a quarter. And then we're going to take a piece of Shy Shamrock. And that piece is 4 by 5.25. Then we take a piece of Designer Series paper, and I'm using the In Colors. And I went with 5.5 by 2.5. So this was, or actually that should be 5.25 because I started with 5.5, but I cut it down. So that should be 5.25 by 2.5. And this is already cut and ready to go. So I am going to glue it down right away. Then we're going to take a piece of our ribbon. This is a new ribbon, and I think this is really pretty. You get two pieces or two of them in a pack. There's a pink and white, and the pink is, of course, the pretty in pink, and the white. Now, I'm going to make a faux bow with this. For anybody who does not know, a faux bow means that if you're not good at tying bows, this is a great way to do it. Or if you want to keep your volume down because of mailing, this is good for that because it doesn't get as bulky. Okay, so we're going to just put this on, or wrap it around a little bit on the back fix it with Scotch tape. Okay, bring it around the other side. And again, fix it with Scotch tape. Aren't they cute? But I don't know what they are, but they are cute. Okay, then we're going to take we have a piece of white 4 by 3, smoky slate 4.25 by 3.25. We don't need the smoky slate at the moment. We're also going to need a scrap of white, which I did not put on my sheet, but it doesn't have to be, you just want to scrap like that. Now, I'm going to do all my stamping right now. I am going to use Memento Black. I'm going to stamp my little critters. And I don't want them quite all the way to the bottom. I want them over to the side though. And then I'm going to take Sending Birthday Hugs. And I'm just going to stamp that in there. It doesn't even have to be straight because you're going to cut it up. Put that aside. I think that's all the stamping that we're going to do. Yep. Okay. So I didn't finish the faux bow. I told you all about we're going to do it, and then I didn't do it. So you just cut off a small piece of ribbon, a couple inches. This graph paper does not have inches on it. Isn't that convenient? Oh, it belongs on the other side. I have this backwards. Okay, it's 4 inches. And we're going to just put it over here to the side and just tie it like a knot over here on the side. We'll cut that off after we're done, just when we see that it's long enough. Okay, so we have our critters here. And I'm coloring while you watch because I just wanted to do one set of these really quick. And I'm going to tell you, this is so easy. First, we're going to start with the darker of the blends, and we're using dark smoky slate and light smoky slate and dark and light crumb cake. So I'm going to start with my dark smoky slate, and I'm just going to kind of go along the edge here where his fur is, and then I'm going to just kind of do his tail, and I just want to go off the middle and up over his ear. And I'm doing this with the dark. And there is you can see, you can really see the difference between the dark and the light on this particular one. So I'm doing the whole outline of him in the dark. Then I'm going to come back with the light, and I'm going to use the paint tip for this because I'm doing a lot of it quick. And I'm just going to go in there and I'm going to blend in to the dark that I just did. And yeah, maybe I shouldn't have used the paintbrush tip. Yeah, I think I'll switch back over to this too. And before I did anything on this particular one, I did some die cutting. And what I did is, these dies are very cool. There's like doubles and triples of a lot of them. There's hearts, and there's stems, and there's flowers. And we're going to use quite a few of them. So how I started out was cutting strips of designer series paper, no, of the In Colors cardstock. And I just cut a whole bunch of hearts and flowers out. And it ended up working out pretty nice. Now I'm going to just take a little pink. I want them to have little pink noses, both of them. Okay, so there's that. Then the other one is the exact same thing, except you're using crumb cake, dark and light. I'm going to start with the dark. I'm going to go through, and I'm going to just color around the edge with the dark. And its tail. And his little hand. This is all the coloring you're going to have to put up with. I have the other ones done already. So you don't have to do this. I just wanted to show you that, I mean, really, this is not taking long. It's easy, it's going quick, and I think the blends just really do the job for you pretty nicely. And if you go outside the lines like I just did there's a color lifter. And if you just kind of go over that, it will pull that color off of there. And I do want that to be white, so I'm using the color lifter on it. And then I'm going to take the light, and I'm just going to go over this. Moles, possums. Oh, Karen likes the phobos. Yes, I do too, Karen. They're just too easy. Yeah, they could be. I don't know. They could be moles or possums, I guess. Because this whole thing is critters, and all the critters are cute, but I don't know what any of them are. Okay, there's our critters all colored in. I always feel like the lines make you look like an artist because they really do. Everything just kind of blends right in there, and you get your highlights. And I don't know, they're just neat. Okay, that's all the coloring. Then the next thing that would be done would be your cutting. Now I have already done the cutting, and I stuck all my cutting for all my cards tonight in here. We need 3 for this guy. I'm taking 3 of those stems with the, yeah, stems. That's what they are. Okay, and we are going to, now I'm going to use my uh, sweet petunia glue thing for this. Came out right away. I didn't expect it to. So we're going to glue this down. I stick a little glue on the bottom, and I'm going to stick a little on the little knob here at the top. That's the only place I really need it. And this is one of those places where I like to have scissor tweezers. I'm going to put them there. And I'm going to take one and just kind of cut it. Actually, yeah, I'm cut the bigger one off. And I'm going to cut the little one off too. Yeah, because I'm going to leave one on, but I'm going to cut one off. I don't want them totally hiding those little guys. So this one's just going to go like that. And then the last one I'm going to leave intact. So I'm going to glue it down just the way it came out of the die. And by the way, I cut these also with Shy Shamrock. And they can go off the edge a little bit because this is going on a mat. Now, the next thing I want is my hearts. And I cut hearts out of Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, and Summer Splash. So you can do this. You can either try to stick the glue on the back of the heart, or you can do like I did and stick the glue right here on these little dots, because that's where you want your hearts to end up. And then you don't have to quite fumble around with them as much. At least I don't think so. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Connie. Stick that there. Grab a petunia pop. And the pink. And look at some of these here. And they don't have to be straight up and down, put them on little crooked, little cockeyed here and there. They kind of look cuter that way. Okay, there's that. Now, scoop these back up and put them in my little jar here because this is going to be used again later. Um, one thing I did do on this one, and I think I like it, so I'm going to do it again. I took a blending brush and I took my Shy Shamrock. And I just went down along the bottom here because these are curved, so they leave white space at the bottom. So I kind of like that filled in with green. And even if you go up a little bit, it looks fine. And then I took the blending brush. I think that one was my blue one. Yes, it was. And I'm going to take off balmy blue. Now this isn't something that you have to do, but I gotta tell you, I just like it. This is just so stark white. So I took the blending brush. With some balmy blue. Very, very, very light up here. I am talking really light, but you can just barely see it. And you kind of get more effect on the edge than anything else, okay? So there's that. Okay. Now we have our sending birthday hugs. I want to trim that back right to the top of the verse. That's close enough. Okay. And then I'm going to just cut these words here, here, there. And I'm going to put those up on mini dimensionals, or take a regular dimensional and cut it up because I don't see any mini dimensionals right in front of me. So I'm just going to cut a couple in half because you don't need a whole lot with these. Oh, so is everybody staying cool? What are you guys doing to stay cool? Honest to goodness, this heat is just crazy. I have been staying in the house. That's all. Just staying home in the house. Like I was up here a lot yesterday in my stamp room working. So, okay, then you take your piece of gray, smoky slate, 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, and you stick a little glue on the back of that. The whole thing there. Then this goes on dimensionals. You cleaned closets, Karen. Oh my gosh, my closet is so hot. I lose it if I. Now, you know what? We have window air conditioners. We have one upstairs and one downstairs, and that's pretty much all we need to keep the house cool because we've been a lot of trees and stuff around here. But oh my gosh, the closet for some reason gets so hot. It's crazy. And I was in there just folding wash the other day, and I thought, oh no, I can't take this. Okay, stick it down with your dimensionals. I'm going to cut this back just a little bit more. This is why you should have separate scissors for paper and for ribbon. And I do, and my ribbon scissors are not within reach, which is really incredibly silly. Yeah, that still needs to be shorter to match the other piece. Ah, okay. Ribbon scissors. There we go. Okay. I keep them out of reach so I don't get tempted to use them for paper. Okay, so there's that. So that's our front. And all we gotta do then is glue that onto this. Okay, guys, look at that little, isn't that cute? I've been I've been doing a lot of advertising for the Country Hive. They do all these really cool things. It is a demonstrator, and they do these really cute things with the 3D printer. And that is a glue holder. Is that not adorable? I love it. Okay, put that out of the way. Okay, and here's our card. Now, what I also done then is when I cut this off, I kept a little strip of it and put it down at the bottom of a piece of 4x5 1/4 paper so that I could glue this on the inside. Now, I didn't stamp anything on the inside of the other one because, I'm looking at this and part of me says, yeah, child, and part of me says adult. And so the sayings would be different that I would use for each one. So he didn't put anything in the inside. But, the other thing we do want to do is get some of these, stick them on. I love these. They're pretty. They're the in colors and they're flat. They're flat. They're shiny. I love them. I really really like them a lot. And so I'm going to stick a couple of them on. You could match your flowers with them, or you could just put green ones on. And was holding this down too far so you couldn't see what I was doing. So there I stuck three. One, two, three. So that's my card. Okay, that is number one. Number two, grab these out of the way quick and get started right away on number two so that we can get all of them finished because they're all so sweet. Okay, this is number two. Number two, designer series paper for the background. Okay, everything's cut. Okay, this is from the Country Lace paper. It's a wood grain, and that just gets cut to 4x5 1/4, and it gets glued right on the front of crumb cake card base. 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, 4 to 4 1/4. Now, I have already done this. I don't know if this is this almost looks like a little chipmunk, don't you think? Little, because he has little chubby cheeks. Aren't they cute? You just want to. Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we want a piece of Pretty in Pink, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. We have a piece of white 3 by 4 where we stamped a little guy and colored him. Used I used light and dark peach pie, and I used Pretty in Pink. Um, Again, you could get away with uh, colored pencils instead of the blends if you don't have the blends. Now, here's the tricky part. You want a piece of designer series paper, 2 3/4 by 2. And what you're going to do so that that shows through, you're going to take the die, you're going to cut a little arch across here. And I didn't do that because I just wanted to show you how we're doing this, okay? So what we're going to do, and this is kind of important. This is something I don't always do when I'm cutting, but for something like this, I'm going to do it. Put my 2 pieces down. Let's see if I can get this in here that you can see it. Boy, that piece is gross. Bad. Okay, so I want my guy here, and I want this here. Now, normally I would just cut, but I want this to end up perfectly where it is. I don't want it moving. I don't want it getting crooked. So I have a piece of low tack artist tape. That's this by Scotch. I have this in several sizes. I think I've used it before for that you've seen it. I have an inch, 3/4 of an inch, and 1/4 inch, and I'm using a 1/4 inch. And I'm going to just stick it right on here so that this isn't going to move. Then I am going to put my top on and run them through. And that's why I wanted to show you that, because I just want you to know that that is always an option and always a good idea if you want something cut out that's going to be on your card rather than, I mean, like if you're just die cutting a piece that you're going to stick somewhere, you don't care where it ends up. But when you're die cutting something like this, that's the front of the card, you do care. And now I have all these little hearts, and I'm saving them because, I mean, who knows? I might move hearts for something, right? Okay, so now we have this. Looks like this. Okay, we're going to take this piece and we are going to put glue on the back all around those hearts. Just like so. And then we're going to stick this on like that. And I'm just putting those parts back on the die block. See that? Isn't that cute? Okay, that's getting mounted onto the pink cardstock, the 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Just like that. Now, if you're doing this for a little boy or a big boy, whatever the case may be, you might want to go with, I don't know, the Petunia Pop or the Summer Splash rather than the pink. Um, Up to you. And I'm going to put this up on. I guess Susie isn't it cute? I think it's just adorable. And like I said, I didn't think I was going to get it at first. And then Rhonda said she was doing this class and showed the cards she was doing. And I said, yeah, okay, I guess I need to set. So here it is. Then this class had some fun folds that I'm going to try with some other stamp sets too. Okay, so we're just going to mount that right in the middle. I like the dies too, and here's another reason I like the dies. You'll see in the next card, there's flowers, and they have a bunch of them. There's like 4 or 5 flowers, and there's the hearts will cut out what 7 at a time. I always like when that happens. Okay, so on this one, I am just going to stamp, and this is one of my favorite sayings. I think this is so cute. I'm going to use crumb cake. No. Yeah, I guess that is what I used. Okay, sending a big hug right about in the middle. And this is just a scrap, thin scrap. And what I'm doing with this is I'm going to flag it on one side. And then I'm going to put it across here. Now, I'm going to put it on dimensionals. You could, okay, not crazy about how that came out. Guys, I'm going to do this one over because I don't like the way it came out. Sorry. Little piece. Crumb cake. Sending a big hug. And while this is out, we'll just go ahead and do this. So it's there when you need it. Isn't that just cute? I just think that's so sweet. And because I used the pink, I'm going to see if I find a scrap. Yeah, there's a scrap of pink. Dig it through my scraps. I'm just going to cut a 4-inch piece. Glue that down to the bottom here. And this is a sweet little heart stamp, which I will put up here, here, down here. Back to this. Okay, this is getting glued inside. Okay, I'll finish that first. Yeah, I'm getting a little scattered now. One more to go, and I'm going to get it done because it's an easy one. Cut that off there. Cut this back a little bit, and then I'm going to flag it. Now to flag it, this should be a simple process. You just go in right in the middle, and then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle. And then take it from the corner to the middle But if you go too far, you end up with kind of a weird off center flag and it doesn't look right. And that one got good. Okay. And so I'm going to stick that there. This is going on dimensionals. And I put a real bow on this one. You could use white, you could use pink. I'm using this pink. This is this is from the old catalog. I don't even know if this is out there anymore. This one came, it was pink, blue, and yellow, all in a combo set. And it has kind of a silver around the edge. Now, I want a really small bow here. Okay, and I got it. And I don't want much of a tail. And I put my fabric scissors, my ribbon scissors away. And that's going to go right there. So I'm going to stick that on with glue dots. If I can find glue dots, I will stick it on with glue dots. There's some. Okay. And glue dots work the best for ribbon, I think, except I never do it with just one. I usually put two, maybe even three, just to hold down all the pieces of the ribbon of the bow because the it keeps them, I try to keep them flat. And that helps to keep them flat when you have the glue dots on. Okay, so that's going to go right there. Whoops, I put it on backwards. It's going like that. Okay, there he is. I like this saying though, sending a big hug. So it's there when you need it. Isn't that cute? Okay, so I forgot the bling again. Don't forget the bling. Susie, you should be reminding me of the bling. Linda, I got one more yet. One more. But it's a quick one. And everything's cut and ready to go. Yeah, I'm going to use pink. Just a couple of these around here. There. Okay, that's that one. One more. Here we go. Okay, this is this one. And this one is so simple, so quick. This is going to be, for a little while there, this is going to be one of those ones that you go to when you want something in a hurry. Now, I did this one in pretty in pink, but I grabbed a piece of Petunia Pop, just because I wanted to do it a little different. So, what you need, your base is white, typical base. You want 4x5 1/4 because you're going to go white on white. Now, these pieces are the only ones that are complicated in any way, shape, or form. And they're not complicated because what you're going to do is you're going to cut two of them. One 7/8 by 3. So 1 7/8 here. Okay, that's 1 7/8 by 3. And since this is, yep, 6 inches. Okay, so you have two pieces. I cut two pieces together at the same time. Now your next pieces, again, you want 1 7/8. By 1 3/4 this time. So these are little pieces. Oh, I didn't have to even do, oh gosh, I'm cutting enough here for 2 cards. Sorry guys, you don't need that many. Okay, you need two pieces, 1 7/8 by 3, and two pieces, 1 3/4 by 1 7/8. So now that I've totally confused you, here are the measurements. Take this piece of paper, put one piece up here, one piece down here. Take your two smaller ones, flip them over, one piece down here, one piece up here. The only thing you want to do is make sure that your 1 7/8 is going the same on both. And it is. And so you can glue them down. I'm telling you, this is easy. This is super easy. It's like a cut and flip. Now, one thing I did with this card is I put my glue on everything. I glued it all down. And then I picked it up while the glue was still wet and moved it all around, and it got really crooked. But you don't notice that because I don't know why. You just don't notice it. Okay. Everything's glued together there. So now you're going to take a piece of your white ribbon. There it is, tied down in the bottom of my little bin. And we're going to do another faux bow. Right through the middle. Take it over here. Tape it down. Okay, then we're going to take we have a piece of scrap here, just white, doesn't matter how big it is, just it's big enough to cut a circle. Now, you could get fancy and use dies. I use a 2-inch punch. Go in here with the white and punch it. Then you take your pieces that you cut out earlier. See, you did cut these out earlier, and you only need one. Put your glue on the bottom, and again, a little bit at the top where that little knob is. And glue that down on your circle. And then find three, flowers that you like. These flowers are some different sizes. Not by a lot, but a little bit. That one's a little bigger. I like that one better. Okay, so now I found out that glue dots work better for these too than glue, because if you use glue, the glue's going to ooze up through and kind of get messy. So, so use glue dots. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a glue dot and I'm going to stick it there, peel the backing off, stick one there. Oh, thanks, Karen. I'm just like I'm pleasantly surprised with this set. It just came out so cute. I'm gonna take my summer splash, put that there. I'm gonna put my pink one. I have a smaller pink one, and that's gonna go there. And a bigger pink one I'm gonna put over here. But here's the cool part. Now you're going to take your little glimmer dots and they're going to go in the centers. So you have a pink one here and a pink one here. Or you could use alternating colors too. You could use the purple or any of them. But I'm going to use the color the paper is. And there it is. So you're just going to stick these on dimensionals. One at the top, one at the bottom. What to do it? Stick that right on there. Slide that bow over. And that needs to be trimmed. It's still too big. So I'm getting my fabric scissors. Oh, Karen, well, I love pink, so I use pink a lot, but I love both of these in colors, the new in colors, the pretty in pink and the petunia, what is it, petunia pop? I love them both. I really do. I'm just going to use these and use them. This is right up there with Evening Evergreen. Okay, one more thing. And that is a scrap summer splash. I am using, what am I using? I'm using the go-to sayings. Happy birthday. This is one of the bigger ones too that I used here. Use the summer splash on that. And then on the inside, I did the happy birthday on the outside and hope your day is a happy one on the inside. And again, I'm going to use the hearts. I'm going to do that in the summer splash too, right up here. And you could use a piece of paper across the bottom too if you want, the designer series paper. But I'm going to just cut this down. Again, I'm going to trim this down to as short and small as I can. And it's too small. That's good. Now you can measure these, but I just kind of eyeball them, and they usually come out okay. And if they don't, well, then you just do it again, right? Flag the both ends. Okay, I'm on overtime tonight, man. Glue that down. No, that's going on with dimensions. And I have the white card base. Thank you, Susie. Thanks, Brenda. And there. Done. Whoops. Except that it's red. There. Okay. It's fixed. Okay. So there's those. Now I have been just these pieces that I cut out. I know I'm going to use them, so I'm keeping them in this little jar nearby. And since right now I'm doing a bunch of cards with this particular set, I'll probably use them up soon, so it doesn't matter that they're in the way. Okay. Barbara will get what I pick, since I can't ask her right now which one she wants, but I think she'll like whatever I send her because she's a good sport. Okay, so we have that one. We did this one. And we did this one. What's your favorite? Anybody have any favorites? I think this one's my favorite. I think those little guys are so cute, whatever they are. Whatever they are, they're cute, right? Oh yes, Connie, I love the new one, the new DSP. I really, really like it a lot. I have some extra there. And I think I have 4 packs of it right now. I've actually used up one whole pack already, so I will have quite a bit more. Thanks, Carol. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm so glad you enjoyed them. I know, Karen. That's why I said I just want to squeeze that little guy's cheeks. He's so cute. The middle one, you like the middle one the best, and the one to the right, this one. So you like the two with the critters on them. Yeah. Okay, thanks everybody. Thanks for joining me. Fun night. Good cards. I liked them. I had fun making them. So I hope to see you all again next week or at the library. July 3rd at Warnersville. That's going to be just kind of a walk-in. We're going to do a kit. I'm bringing a kit. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the paper pumpkin or a regular kit. And just gonna have people. I have a sign up already there, telling people they can just stop in and make a card. I'll be there from 5 to 7, probably 5 to 6:30, and I'm not taking a whole lot of junk with me. So if you're not doing anything, you want to drop in, feel free. 5 to 7 or 5 to 6:30 next Wednesday, July 3rd. And if I don't see you there, I'll see you online. Um, I won't see you then next Wednesday online because I'll be at the library. So I might try to tape something if I can. If not, sorry. But I will see you all soon. So I'll keep you posted on what we're doing July 3rd. Thanks for joining me and have a wonderful evening. Stay cool.